Hello everyone, and welcome to SUNUP. I'm LYNDALL STOUT. Winter weather and temperatures have definitely arrived in Oklahoma this week. We begin today with our OSU Extension equine specialist talking about the best ways to care for your horses when it's this cold outside.
Yeah, so right now our horses are pretty adapted for winter weather. So essentially when our days get shorter, there's some hormonal changes that go through their body that signal, hey, it's time to develop a winter coat. So horses that have been housed outside with normal daylight should be pretty well prepared already for winter.
There are some energy requirements though that change. Talk about that.
Oh, absolutely. So keeping their body temperature up during the winter does cost a little bit more extra energy for them. So normally for those colder days, we recommend that horses have more forage or more hay available to them, because when they're digesting that, it actually also produces extra heat. So not only do they get more calories by eating more, but that very act of eating and digesting helps keep them warm.
What about water needs? You may think, oh, the ground's covered with snow, I'm good for a few days. That's not necessarily the case.
No. So snow does not count as water. They need liquid water. And so one of the things people don't think about all the time is even cold water can hurt their teeth if they have bad teeth, just like if you had bad teeth. So older horses may actually drink a little less in the winter. So if there's a way to provide warmer water, or even just room temperature water by using water heaters, that can go a long way to keeping their intake up and also preventing any other digestive issues that may come along with dehydration. If you're going to use a water heater to keep buckets flowing or outdoor tanks, they have to be very well protected and guarded from the horse itself. The second part of that is you have to understand what the wattage of your heater is and choose the right cord if you're using that route or having properly grounded outlets.
So what's the main question you get this time of year from horse owners and your peers in the equine community? What do you hear?
The question we always get is whether horses need a blanket or not. So as people tend to think about horses more as companion animals, sometimes we know they are an agricultural species, but we think about them a little bit differently, and their comfort's important. So people will always say, does a horse need a blanket right now? Well, if we talked about they're already adapted, probably not, because they're well prepared for that. Very old animals that might be a little bit thinner or have a harder time may benefit from a blanket. But what we don't want people to do is just put a blanket on a horse and forget about it. For one, you're not monitoring their body weight under the blanket. They could have rubbing, sores, etc. And in Oklahoma, we know our weather changes so fast. So if we put a blanket on a horse today where they might appreciate it, and we leave it on and it warms back up to 50 or 60 degrees, that horse is going to be sweating under that blanket, and that can actually lead to chilling. So if you're going to blanket them, you have to stay on top of it.
Great. Well, great advice, Kris. Thanks a lot.
Absolutely. Stay warm.
You too.